everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by the Freedom Eagle, political news and commentary with a conservative lean. Today, I'd like to talk about Vice President Kamala Harris and her blunder during an interview with a local TV network in West Virginia. During this live hit, Harris mistakenly referred to coal mines as landmines. Let's take a look and take a listen.
So it's job creation around investing in American manufacturing, job creation in terms of investing in American infrastructure and building up, back up American infrastructure, job creation around, for example, all of those skilled workers who are in the coal industry and transferring those skills to what we need to do in terms of dealing with reclaiming abandoned landmines, what we need to do around plugging leaks from oil and gas wells and transferring those important skills to the work that has yet to be done that needs to get done.
Okay, before we address her blunder, I'd like to speak on a broader concern, really the entire point of this video. It speaks to a bigger issue, as the cool leftists like to say. So here we go. Permission to rant for a couple of minutes, without stepping on a figurative landmine planted by YouTube. Har, har, har. Okay, let's get off here and take a run. Take a political lap. This is my opinion, so get ready. If you are running for high office, the House, the Senate, Vice President, President of the United States, you should be required to visit every single state and stay in each state for at least, count them, 1, 2, 3 days. 3 days straight. Traveling to a different area of the state each day if possible. Examples. If you're the governor of California or New York, or some big-time coastal elite, and you're running for president of the United States, you owe it to yourself and the rest of the nation to spend a few days in the heart of Kansas, North Dakota, Mississippi, Alabama, somewhere in the middle of nowhere dead town in Wyoming, anywhere and everywhere. And on the flip side, if you are from Podunk, USA, and you decide to run for president, you need to spend some time in the heart of New York City, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Miami, Chicago, Denver, Seattle, San Antonio, etc. You owe it to yourself and everyone else to experience some big city life. The clip with Kamala Harris exposes something much bigger, in my opinion. It's a fairly common theme on both sides of the aisle, unfortunately. People who have made their life and their political career within a bubble. They've embraced the bubble, they love the bubble, they share the opinions of the bubble, and other folks within the bubble love them, and all they know is the bubble. They're not cultured, they're not seasoned. The only folks they know are the folks that think the way they think, not too much unlike Hollywood. They know who they know, and everyone they know might as well be their political brother or sister, because they share all the same worldviews, all the same national views, worldviews, everything. They're not challenged because the people they associate with are basically their mirror image. Well, if your bubble is that of a coastal elite from the Bay Area in California, and let's just say you become the vice president, and you give a talk about coal mining, you're probably going to goof up and, call it a landmine, because there's a 50% chance, at least, that you have no idea what coal miners do and where they get the coal from, any of it. Notice how she stumbled a bit before she said the words landmine. Good bet that's because she couldn't think of the word coal mine, because it's just not part of her everyday. Let's just be honest about it. It's not something she would ever even think about. Folks in San Francisco aren't sitting around thinking about coal miners in rural West Virginia. So the only reason this clip is important, at least to me, is because it really shines a light on a common issue, a sort of a sad issue. And that issue is politicians, just politicians in general. They are the issue, most of them. They have no clue what you are about. They don't know your lifestyle, and they can't relate to you. They're more like Mark Zuckerberg than, say, Mark the farmer in Iowa. They'll pretend to know you, but they don't know you. Do you think a career politician like, let's say, Joe Biden, knows the plight of some guy in Kansas working his rear end off for $35,000 a year? No. Do you think Kamala Harris knows about the mechanic in Chattanooga, Tennessee, who's been running the family auto repair shop since the 70s? Heck no. This is why folks on the left and the right should never put too much faith in politicians. They'll pretend to know you, but they don't care. They don't know you. They just want your vote. Coal mine, landmine, it's all the same to folks like Kamala Harris. And here's the cherry on the sundae. When you mix this type of elitism with downright stupidity, then you have something else going on entirely. Kamala Harris is not a smart person. She's not smart. She knows just enough to get by. She can giggle and play a role, but if she's ever pressed on some real issues and she doesn't have an escape route, an escape hatch to get herself out of trouble, she'd melt. She'd melt. That's because she's a groomed politician rather than a smart person. This is why most smart people are not in politics, because they don't know how to act and play the role. They're smart people, but they're not actors and they're not actresses. So in closing, Kamala Harris, you guessed it, she's an actress, and she's really not a very good one. Just for giggles, after she said landmine, someone should have asked her, well, what a landmine is. That would have been worth another 60 seconds of greatness for sure. So, what are your thoughts on Kamala Harris's blunder and coastal elite politicians that believe the entire country only consists of about 5 cities? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, watch your step. Don't apply too much pressure. You don't want something to detonate. Be careful to watch out for those political landmines because they're dang near everywhere. So take care, good patriots, and we'll talk to you later.